Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Muhammad Harizan Bihas Nizam and my matrix number is 23 DLS 21F 2019 and I'm from DLS 1A. Today I will explain about official receipt. Official receipt is a document used by the supplier as a written acknowledgement which grant legal validation to a repayment of all part or a part of debt. It usually issued by the supplier to the customer. Official receipt contain the dates, item description, total value of cash received and received payment in cash or check. Next, I will tell you where to record the official receipt. Official receipt will be recorded in cash book. Cash book is used to record all cash transactions of a business. It looks like a T account, which the left side is a debit side while the right side is credit. All cash received recorded in debit side either check or money, and all cash payment either check or money recorded on the credit side. Next, I will pass to second presenter Muhammad Fatu Haizi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fatu Haizi bin Harlina. My matrix number is 23DLS21F2021. Memo. Memo is a type of document to communicate with other in the same organization. Okay, memo also often used as a note on a certain business that need to be announced if other document exists, and it usually circulate internally and within the business. In addition, memo was issued as a notice when there is an additional capital, drawing of asset, and drawing of good, and any extraordinary event. Memo also known as a memorandum. This is the memo example. Books of the prime entry, general journal. General journal used to record entries for business such as opening entries, closing entries, adjusting entries. I have the example of the adjusting entries, like depreciation, allowance for receivable, accrual and prepayment, purchase and sale fixed on credit, and correction of error. For the scenario example, the finance department of the Tivia Warehouse Enterprise has created a memo because Tivia Warehouse Enterprise has brought 75,000 ringgit into its business capital. The memo was to inform all department of Tivia Warehouse Enterprise. After that, Tivia have to proceed with her next step by recording this introduction of additional capital in the general journal. At the general journal, Tivia need to stack cash in hand in debit and the capital stack at the credit. Okay, thank you. I will pass it to the Faris.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faris bin Mansur and my matrix number is 23DLS21F2029 and I'm from class DLS 1A. So today I want to present about the type source of document and books of prime entry. So let's move to type source of document. An invoice is a document used by a seller to request for payments of goods delivered to customer, and it is used in credit transaction. It is issued by the supplier to customer. It has information normally contained in this invoice, which is the name and address of business, serial number, name and address of receiver, date of transaction, discount term, and the customer order number. It may also include the data of item code, particular quantity of items, price per units, and the total amount. So our types of document, which is invoice, will be recorded in sales journal. First, the sales journal is used to record the credit sales in the end of the month, and the business will know the total credit sales made in that month. Finally, it will be look like this.
My name is Udayan Analaki Golan. I am from class DLS 1A. My matrix number is 23 DLS 21F 2055. I am going to present about credit notes and sales return. A credit note is a document used by the supplier to notify the reduction of certain amount of sales previously charged to a customer. The customer's debt will be deducted by the amount stated on the credit note. The credit note contains the date, description of item, total value of reduction, and the name of the person in charge. It's normally issued by the supplier to the customer when the customer returns inventory to the supplier. The amount written on the early invoice has been overstated by the supplier. Credit note contains the information of the customer and the supplier. Credit note also contains the items, the name of the item and quantity of the item, unit price for each of the item, and amount and the total amount of the items. Next, I'm going to talk about sales return. And sales return journal is also known as a return from the credit notes issued by the business is recorded and listed in the business sales return journal. At the end of the month, the business will know the total returns inwards. It used to record the return of the goods by the customer to the business. It is written up to form the credit notes sent to the customers. The name of company made by the customer in that month. Return inward journal contains the date, particular, the items or the description of the items, credit note, folio, and amount of the item, and the total of the item that the amount that written by the customer.